Man, let me tell y'all something right now. Whoo, boy. This episode here. But, what up, guys? It's your boy Jay Cuts the Great here with another YouTube video about My Hero Academia Season 3, Episode 10, Symbol of Peace. Let me tell you something right now. Hands were thrown in this video, boy. Like, this episode, whoo, boy. It got real, and it is building. Like I said before, it is building to the end of the season, and you can easily tell that the main boss is out. You know, they fighting him. It's you can tell, man. This is dope. But into the episode. Okay, so episode starts off with a recap of Gran Torino, Kamiwood, All Might, breaking into the League of Villains hideout, capturing them, everything like that. No move pop out, you know. And then what it doesn't show is that once the no move pop in and distracts everybody, Bakugo and all the villains will get snatched out by the same portals that brought in the no move. All Might loses it, just yells no. Like, you'll never see more as an intense no in any anime in that scene right there. But it goes back to them, you know, fighting off the no and everything like that. So Alma's like, okay, Endeavor, can you handle this? Pretty much. And Endeavor's like, what do you think I'm doing, dog? Like, I got this. Do what you got to do. I'm handling this. So, alright, bet. So, cuts to the kids. Kids are still shook. Kids are shook and they cannot move. I don't understand how they can hold their breath that long. I mean, it's an anime, but still, like, they've been holding their breath for a minute. So it like shows the heroes, like you think from the blast of the last episode they're gone. Come to find out, Best Genius came through in the clutch, and like that's why like he's like one of the top 5. So like within that instant, he took the fibers from his clothing, snatched it onto every person in there besides All For One, and just slung them backwards so the blast wouldn't like hurt them or anything like that. So like the All For One's like, yeah, you know, you did a good job. You know, I thought I killed everybody, but you know, you A1 for that. I give you props, kudos to you. So, you know, Best Genius is like, yo, the description they gave me for this guy was nothing like what they told me. He was like, but bump it, I don't care. He's like, if I'm gonna go down, I'm gonna go down swinging. All you see is him use his fibers to get up. That's how hard he hit everybody. Like, he's using his fibers in his clothes to get up. So he used like his fibers again, like do an all-out assault on All For One. All For One finger. I don't know if it was like air cannon or whatever. He just pointed at him. Now there's like a hole like this big in Best Genius' stomach, and he's out, done. Rest of the ride, he's unconscious. So all of a sudden, Bakugo and the League of Villains get like spit out through a portal that All For One made, and like he's talking to him, and he's talking to Tomura. He's like, yeah, you failed, but you know, you keep doing it again. You know, I'm here for you. He's like, pretty much, he's like letting him know, like, no matter how many times you fail, you have my support. And like, it cuts to the kids on the walk, and they're like, I don't know, maybe like 20 feet away from him, and like Midoriya is spazzing in his mind. He's like, look, I failed one time, I can't fail again. He's like, Bakugo is right there, and I need to do something. And he's like thinking of using All For One, you know, like he's just strategizing like crazy. And he takes one step, and Ida's like, nah, player, nah, you ain't about to risk everything for your feelings. And Ida just grabbed him. He was like, look, he didn't even say nothing, but everyone was thinking, we need to think of a plan to get out of here. It's pretty much what it is. And then all of a sudden you hear All For One, oh, you're finally here. Ida was like, oh God, he knows we're here. And then all of a sudden you see clouds, and then it just bursts open, and All Might comes through like a meteor and like confronts All For One. And it's like a moment you're like, okay, All Might about to deck him, about to lay him out. No. All for One catches both of All Might punches, stops him, and just throws him to the side. And Bakugo realized like he took on All Might, full speed, plus gravity, 2 punches, and he stopped him with his bare hands. He was like, this guy's A1. Like, he's the real villain. Like, he's the one that needs to be taken out. So, it goes to, you know, they have a little monologue and stuff. And pretty much All Might was like, look, I know we ran hands 6 years ago, but you're gonna have to catch his fade again, dog. Pretty much that's what he said. So, they start going at it. And like as they start going at it, All for One, he uses I swear I can't remember his name ever, but the guy with the teleport, Black Mist, whatever. He uses his quirk. He force activates his quirk to get them out of there. So as that happening, Midoriya is like thinking of a plan. He's trying to think of a plan. And at the same time, Bakugo is like dodging the League of Villains because they're trying to recapture him and escape. So Midoriya's thinking of a plan. He's like, I need just an opening, just a moment. That way I can, you know, we can get him and go. And like, he's sitting there and like, this is why Midoriya is a great like focus as the hero in the story. Because even though he's never seen All for One's power, even though it is completely outnumbered, even though All Might is there, but he's being held off by All for One, he still comes up with a great strategy and a great way to do it while thinking in such a crisis that it's like, man, I never would have thought of that. It was been pressure all the way around. I probably would have passed out. So pretty much, he finds an opening between All Might attacking All for One and them attacking Bakugo. So he pretty much tells the guys, look, I have a plan where we, you know, I have a plan. And like, Ida's like, no, I don't want to hear nothing. But he was like, look, Ida, calm down. It's a plan where we don't fight and we still escape. They're like, bet, let's hear it. So he pretty much explains to them about what's happening, what's going on, and how they're gonna do it. So pretty much what they do, they use Kirishima as his ability to harden to break through the wall that they're right beside. They use Midoriya's off full cow, Ida's reciprocal burst, and as they're going through the wall, they use Todoroki's ice to build them a ramp. So as they're going up, they're catching speed. So as they're catching speed, they get like a great distance over the villains in height and, you know, distance or whatever. So then the real reason why it's really all on Kirishima. And the reason why that is because if Deku reached out his hand to Bakugo, Bakugo was like, no, I'm not taking it. I'll take my chances here with these 6 villains. But Kirishima and Bakugo have developed a sort of friendship where it's like Bakugo would talk junk to him and Kirishima was like, yeah, I know you're my friend. So by Kirishima reaching his hand out, Bakugo instantly took off, grabbed his hand, and was gone. Like they just jetted. So now by the villains being distracted, Todoroki and Momo, they could escape just by like running in opposite directions or whatever. So All Might sees this. Like he sees Midoriya, Ida, Kirishima, and Bakugo just like flying through the air. He's looking up like, okay, yeah, all right, so they got that handled. Cause like, you already know they're in trouble, but they were like, might as well go ahead and do it. So, all right, so Maggie, the guy, one of the villains, pushes Mr. Compression, uses his ability of magnetism to push Mr. Compression into the air to chase him. Mountain Lady jumps up, instantly grows. She gets punched in the face by Mr. Compression, and she was like, look, like as she's fading into like, as she's blacking out, she's like, get out of here, stupid kids. And she falls over. So Maggie and the rest of them go do it again. And the Concussion King himself, Gran Torino, comes in and gives like the 3 villains that are actually trying to do something. the meanest concussions ever. Like, he knocks them out like that. No problem, no hesitation. So, okay. So, it's down to the crazy chick. I can't think of her name. I need to learn these names. I really do. And Tomura versus Gran Torino. And then All Might versus All For One. So, pretty much, All For One goes to stab All Might, but it's really a distraction. He goes for Magni. He force activate Magni's core for magnetism, magnetizes all the League of Villains, and forces him through the warp gate that he still had activated. So that got the League of Villains out of the way. So Gran Torino went to stop them. All for One used his other warping ability or teleportation ability to bring Gran Torino in front of All Might's punch, and it pretty much knocks him out instantly, I would say. But then it goes to All Might throwing another punch that negates All For One's ability as he snatches Gran Torino out the way. Now, this is the part of the story I'm like, my mind is shot. Even though I read the manga and stuff like that, sometimes you forget, like, you're so far ahead that the old stuff still shocks you when you actually see it in action. So, All Might gives this crazy speech about, he All For One manipulates people, uses people, and he goes and, like, decks the hell out of All For One. And All For One is like, I don't understand why you're riled up. That speech sounds very familiar. It sounds like the same speech I heard from the previous All For One owner. And I think it was like Nana Shimura or something like that. But come to find out, the previous All For One owner is related to Tomura, the League of Villains leader, like the decay guy. Like, they're related somehow. And it's like, it's still mind-boggling because, like I said, I read the manga and stuff, but I guess seeing it puts so much emphasis and like actual emotion into it compared to reading it. So it's like, man, it's like, yo, what is really going on, dude? But yeah, man, it's it's winding down, and it is getting intense. And like I said, it is a slugfest in this episode. But thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for tuning in. It is your boy Jay Cuts, and also my family-in-law, my sister and brother-in-law, stuff like that. They're trying to think of names for, to give you guys that actually, watch and being dedicated and stuff like that. And they came up with some silly names or whatever. It's not really silly. I appreciate their support. But, I don't know, like, I was thinking like the great ones. Like, that sounds dope. That sounds legendary for people who are like pitching in and showing their support for me and things of that nature. I really do appreciate it. And, stay tuned. Got an hour of Vampire coming up real soon, so stay true, stay savage, my friends. Peace.